They have a face mask here right at the start.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming. Hey, 59, ready. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a 1st down to boot. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's the 2nd-year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. 1st quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. They can't hang with us.
On 2nd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Ryan will throw again. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To throw is Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Mariota. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 5-4.
Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this.
And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
That's a run. They're running it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Mariota to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Mariota now. Flush to his right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Let's go, D. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Again, Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, seam 6.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Daquan Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check.
Throwing is Mariota. Out to the right to Humphries. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mariota on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check three, check three, check three. Right, right.
Now it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Ready to go. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing, Mariota. He gets it to Humphries. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Play action now. Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
First down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You better be
a fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Matt Bosher now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Slam. One. Check call, 132 fight.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Tennessee.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything is around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way, but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Stop your whining. He's crashing.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 16-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check nickel. Switch.
Freeman again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
At the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a 1st carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Freeman again, the ball carrier.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Falcons, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the defeat is their 1st of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Not a day in my life, as long as my dogs say nothing.